So today I really wanted to focus in on our interiors in our home. So having that home that's very comfortable and that serves you from how the interiors all work is important. And I think, we pick up the home and garden magazines and the design magazines, and they're all about absolutely beautiful spaces, which I love beautiful spaces. Yet we also want those spaces to serve us, to serve our health and our wellness, and to be comfortable, to be places where we really want to be. And that means a lot of different things. And it means different things to different people. So that's step number one. Figure out what's really important to you. And it can change over time. Oh, one of the things I have loved about using what I call reloved furniture or secondhand furniture is that it's made it really easy to make short-term, very intentional decisions for a specific need at the time, because I know that if it doesn't serve long-term for us, I can put it back out in that marketplace for reloved furniture and pass it on to somebody else. And then I can find something new to me from somebody else that's been pre-loved. So this whole idea of reloved furniture is a great way to experiment in our homes and try different things that you want to try and not have to feel like you're really impacting new material usage, or that you have to be as concerned about what's in them, because older furniture has had time to off-gas any chemicals or toxins that may be in the fabrics or in the wood, in the glues. But furnishings are one part of it. So let's say you want new furnishings. So then you want to look out for what you are buying. There is a group called the Sustainable Furnishings Council, which has a list of companies that adhere to a set of practices in the manufacture of their furniture to make sure it meets the levels of sustainability. This is a great place to go to find sustainable furnishings. Then we have companies that are committed to sustainability really on a broader scale. IKEA is one that comes to mind. There are others as well. So do a little bit more research, just like you would read the label on a food product. Find where you can read the label on that piece of furniture or furnishings that you're bringing into your home. Some things to watch out for is what materials are used, and are there potentials for it to off-gas? That means it's going to put off those chemicals into the air that we breathe in our homes. This is a big source of indoor air pollution. You don't want to bring in any additional chemical load unintentionally. Sometimes we just don't know what we're bringing in, and you want to minimize that as much as possible. So choosing furniture that is not going to add to that, and furnishings with a lot of extra chemical load, is definitely one way to contribute to that. So perhaps you want to look for natural products, like natural wool, for instance, would be one. Or you may want to look for sustainable and organic cotton if you're choosing a cotton product. Also look for products that are more chemically responsible, so that they have tightened down the chemicals that they are using, and they're choosing safer chemicals. So in addition to the furniture and the furnishings, we also have the things that are attached to our home, the things that are a part of our home, like the wall coverings, which in the wall behind me is paint. And that's a big choice. Choosing one that is safer, preferably no VOCs, but at least low VOC, is going to, again, have less of that stuff, those chemicals, off-gassing into our homes. You also have coverings for your floor. Maybe that's a flooring product or a carpet product. Honestly, if I had it to do all over again, I will put in hard flooring throughout my home and choose area rugs that I can easily clean. Ceiling coverings, usually paint on the ceilings. This is a place to think about the light in your home as you're choosing these coverings for the surfaces of your home. And you think about how the light plays in your home, because that's an important part of our health and wellness, is the natural light that comes into our homes. And different colored surfaces can help to magnify or minimize that light. You can also use the color of your different surfaces in your home to hold heat. That is a whole nother topic, but if that's something you're interested in, reach out to me and we can talk about how you could use that. Cabinetry is another one that you want to really pay attention. Formaldehyde is one chemical that we're seeing still creep into some products, especially pressed wood products, and that's one we want to steer clear of. So you want to look for formaldehyde free. I have all kinds of resources to help you find these products, both in my book, in my podcast. So happy to direct you to those resources when you're ready for more information. Bathrooms and kitchens. I think they're rooms that we spend a lot of time in because they have a very specific function. So as you are fine-tuning or remodeling or building your bathrooms and your kitchens, you have a lot of opportunity to be very specific and intentional about your choices so that those selections really do support how you want to live in that home and support your health and your comfort. So that's a real big part of that. Tile choices, flooring choices, wall choices, just like in any other room, play a really important part here. This is also your opportunity to make sure you're choosing wisely so that things do not mitigate moisture. Moisture is a big no-no. We don't want that. So we definitely want to make sure we're making choices that will keep those two rooms dry and move that moisture out. The other thing I love is so many great plumbing choices that are out there. And again, you have an opportunity to choose some plumbing fixtures that are not only going to be beautiful, but are going to be much less maintenance, last you a much longer time, and still optimize the use of your water. So your plumbing fixtures are a huge way for you to use the water you have coming into your home most effectively and efficiently. And I'm quite honestly blown away with some of the choices now, and they use much less water than they did several years ago, and you can't feel the difference. And honestly, if you were going to upgrade one thing in your bathroom, if you had like an older bathroom and you had one thing to upgrade, the toilet might well be it, especially if you've got a big old like 5-gallon tank. That will save you so much water, and you will get a toilet that stays cleaner longer, that flushes better, and that just works better for the people living in that home. So the last couple of things I wanted to touch on is you've got all these soft surfaces in your home because you go from your bathroom to your bedroom, and you want those soft surfaces to be as comfortable as possible because that's where we get our cozy on. I wish I could pronounce the Scandinavian word. Hygge? Hygge? This whole Scandinavian sense of comfort and warmth and cozy that you've seen so much shared with this winter, at least I have. And a lot of that is your fabrics and your bedrooms and your living areas and layering those fabrics. So there's just a lot of opportunity to have fun with it and just use really great fabrics that are going to be healthier for you and the people living in that home. So many fun choices. I've actually gotten in the habit of kind of swapping out some of like bed comforters and things of that nature with friends and with my family. So it's given us some opportunities to try some new things without having to always go out and buy it brand new. With all the secondhand options available to us to buy things, definitely can do so. If you're choosing fabric items, you want to make sure you have an opportunity to clean them safely and bring them into your own home. So lots of options on your interiors. There's so much to your home's interior besides just how it looks. So I hope I've given you a few things to think about today about how you can make some different choices. Some excellent resources out there. And one thing that I've really turned to help me is using what I call green labels. And these are the labels of the third-party independent groups that test and then certify different products for different attributes. So for instance, Green Guard is one that is often used for materials that do not off-gas as much. And you might see it on paints. You might see it on hard materials that are made out of a safer plastic or other resin or material. You may see it on cleaning products. So a lot of these third-party certifications can give you the assurance that the products do what they say they're going to do at the level of off-gassing or other chemical makeup that they say they have. But as you're putting together your plans to perhaps do a little sprucing up this spring, just take a look at how you can do it to contribute to your home being even more healthy and more comfortable than it already is. As always, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Green Home Coach, and my website is always available to you to reach out to me. Happy to answer any of your questions. So everybody out there, you have a great green day, and we'll see you soon.